Obeisances to you all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj's daily class. Today is Tuesday, and Maharaj, are we continuing Chaitanya Charitamrita today? Hare Krishna Maharaj, my humble obeisances to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, today we are continuing with Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, 14th chapter and verse number 19. I'll share my screen. Can please take over.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Sarva Lokera Kariva Ihari Dharana Poshana Vishwambara Nama Ihara Eta Karana. In the future, this child will protect and maintain all the world. For this reason, he is to be called Vishwambara. Purport. The Chaitanya Bhagavat confirms that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by his birth, has made the whole world peaceful. As in the past, Narayan protected this earth in his incarnation as Varaha. Because of his protecting and maintaining this world in the present Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as Vishwambara, which refers to one who feeds the entire world. The movement inaugurated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was present 500 years ago is again being propagated all over the world. In fact, we are seeing its practical results. People are being saved, protected, and maintained by this Hare Krishna movement. Thousands of followers, especially Western youths, are taking part in this Hare Krishna movement, and how safe and happy they feel can be understood by the expressions of gratitude and their hundreds and thousands of letters. The name Vishwambara is also mentioned in the Atharva Veda Samhita 3.3.16.5. Vishwambara Vishve Namah Barsaram Payi Swaha Om Gyan Timidandasya Gananjana Salakaya Chaksun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Badaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimakte Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Vastyatya De Satarine Vanchakalpa Terubhischa Kripa Sindhu Pevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata bhutanam tadamaham Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharatam abhutanam dharmasya tadatmanham srijamyaham pavitranayam sadhunam vinasanaya chaduskritam dharma samstarpanartaryam Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So, as it's mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, there are two classes of created beings, suras and asuras. The demoniac culture, the demoniac living beings are also created, and they have their own planets around the earth, usually below the earth. And these are very envious and vicious souls who have taken birth in these particular species of life because they are very envious of the Lord. They are envious of the Lord's devotees, and they're always working for the destruction of people in general. If you turn to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, yeah, I think it's verse number. Go down the page so we can see the verses. Okay, don't go too fast. Yeah, let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay. Okay, well, number 6. So Krishna Davbhuta Sargosya Dharva Bhuta Sarga Lokasmin Daiva Asur Evacha Daiva Vistaras Progta Asuram Partame Shrinu. Translate. O son of Partha, this is Krishna speaking. In this world, there are two kinds of created beings. One is called divine, and the other is called demonic. I've already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Now hear from me of the demoniac. The next verse. Okay. Those who are demonic do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness, nor proper behavior, nor truth is found in them. Next verse. There's much description here, but we won't go into the descriptions. We'll just go for the verses. They say, the demons say that the world is unreal with no foundation, no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire and that has no other cause than lust. Okay, there's a lot of explanation here on these verses, but we'll get following such conclusion, the demoniac who are lost to themselves, who have no intelligence, engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. So you wonder why there's so much calamities in the world. That's because of the demons. It's not just happening, it's being caused by such personalities. Okay, next. Oh, yeah. Taking shelter of insatiable lust and absorbed in conceit of pride and false ego, the demoniac thus illusioned are always sworn to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent or the temporary. So then this is the demoniac mentality. So Krishna goes on to explain. Now we go into some more specific activities that the demoniac planned. You can go down the page on this one. They believe to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human life, civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Bound by a network of hundreds and thousands of desires, absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. This is like reading today's newspaper. I mean, this is what is happening now. Securing money by illegal means simply for their own lusty desires. Okay, next. Okay, here now Krishna says, this is how they think. This is the key verse. The demons think, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now. In the future, it will increase more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him. My other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I'm the enjoyer. I'm perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifice. I give some charity, and thus I rejoice. In this world, such persons are deluded by ignorance. So this reads as a blueprint of history. From time to time, these classes of people, go back to the verse, to the Chaitanya Charitamrita. From time to time, these persons become prominent in the world and they cause havoc everywhere. They cause the earth to erupt in many cataclysms, which is due to their sinful activity. They cause some people so much hardship and suffering because of their lusty desires. They will kill their own family members. As Prabhupada said, the demons don't care. They'll do anything. They'll do anything. That is actually a truism. They'll do anything to satisfy their own lusty desires. They'll kill anybody who gets in their way. And so as the world goes on, these demons become powerful. And then somehow, just like when Krishna came 5,000 years ago, the world was overburdened by demoniac population. And Krishna came to bring back the world to Dharma. So when things like, sounds like my ex-Karmi friends. Okay, Rishabh. Yeah, there's hundreds and thousands of them all over the world. This is the age of demons right now. And Krishna comes, and then he sets everything straight again. And then the devotees become prominent. The demons become destroyed. Religious principles rise back to the top, and people are again living a normal, happy, and peaceful spiritual existence. But because it's the material world, this conflict between the suras and the asuras, the demons and the devotees, is a eternal phenomena. It goes on. So here, Lord Chaitanya came also to protect the world also during a very difficult time when the demons were becoming powerful in the form of giving philosophical teachings that were completely contrary to the propagation of real spiritual truth, knowledge. And he set that stage right again by inaugurating the Sankirtan movement like that. And he also picked up many of the persons who were suffering because of that. So Prabhupada told us, he said, Maya, we don't have any problem with Maya. Maya is our friend, he said, because she is what we say, agent of Krishna to purify the devotees from their material attachments. But she also has another job, that when the demons are there, she has to serve the demons. So Prabhupada said the world is suffering primarily because of demons, mostly. And then Lord Chaitanya has come, as it says here, came 1486. He came 539 years ago. We'll be celebrating that appearance day on the 14th of March coming up. That will be the 439th appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He is the Supreme Lord. And when the world goes down too far, because the world is situated on a certain level of existence, when demoniac features become prominent, it causes a burden on the earth, and the earth starts to sink, just like when Varahadev had to take the earth out of the Garbhodak ocean. She had sunk so far because of the demonic influence at that time. That was because of Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, two very extremely powerful demons. Nowadays, the demons are not as powerful as the demons were years ago. Nowadays, the demons look like everybody else. They wear suit and tie and they have jobs in offices. But they're always making policy, as it's explained in these verses here, to, squeeze out as much sense gratification in illegal means. They work in a somewhat legalized way to create something illegal so they can become more and more powerful. I don't want to get into the details of that because it's too lengthy, because there's so many examples in the present situation. So, but the Lord comes. And therefore, people are being saved, protected, and maintained by this Hare Krishna movement. This is the only shelter in this age. Maybe when we say that, people think you're being somewhat proud. No, it's a fact, because the Vedas tell us everything clearly. And ultimately, Vedic knowledge is the original knowledge. Tene Brahma Ida Adikavaye. The Vedas have come from Lord Brahma, who was empowered by Lord Krishna directly in the heart to bring the Vedas into human culture. And then the Vedas also give the guidebooks for human culture on all levels, both materially and spiritual. We see how when the earth became inundated with water, Matsya came and saved the Vedas, it was a giant fish, was an incarnation of the Lord, and a boat was secured by Satyavrata, and the Vedas were tied, the Matsya, the fish, was tied to the boat, and the boat contained all Vedic knowledge in it. So twice, one other time, the Vedas tried to be stolen by two demons called, what was their name again? Hayagriva. Yeah, one was called Hayagriva. And Krishna killed them and saved the Vedas. That's also mentioned in the third chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Vedas are the means by which one can live properly. And of course, to propagate Vedic knowledge, you need Brahmins, qualified Brahmins, great sages and saints. So the Lord is Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. He is protector of the Brahmins and the cows. The cows and Brahmins represent Brahminical and Vedic culture, human culture. People are killing cows like crazy. I was just listening to Prabhupada this morning. He was saying, and he was really angry when he was talking, how people are misusing the most valuable animal, not misusing, abusing and killing the most valuable animal on the planet, who simply lives to give prosperity, happiness, and food to the human culture, both when she is alive and even after she leaves. Her body can be used for useful things for the human culture. Prabhupada was really, really upset as he was talking about how this culture is just killing cows, which is the backbone of livelihood. And the cow is, only come to do good, and she is mistreated. And because of that, Prabhupada said there are so many calamities in the world because of killing of a cow. In fact, it says that in the Manu Samhita, that killing of a cow is equally punishable than killing two men. So in other words, the life of a cow is even more valuable than human life, as it's explained in Manu Samhita, which is the law books of humankind coming from Vedic knowledge. So how valuable are the cows? But what are they being used for? Simply for, somebody's lusty desires and to make a lot of money from them. So we live in a time when the demons are quite prominent in the world. But there is a change coming right now. It's happening right in front of your eyes. You'll start to see things happening as things go on. There is a great conflict now coming between the Suras and the Asuras, and it's starting to foment in a more visible way, and you'll start seeing that. Because now the Lord is empowering many persons to work against and stop this demonic influence within the world. And if it gets too bad, of course, the Lord will personally come. But as Prabhupada said, Lord Chaitanya is the incarnation in this age. He has already come. And he's also brought the means by which we can push back the influence of the demoniac culture, and that is the Harinam Sankirtan movement. When Lord Chaitanya was here, when Chandkazi wanted to stop the Sankirtan movement, Lord Chaitanya appeared and organized Harinam Sankirtan. And because of his power and influence, millions of great souls came from all over the universes and higher planets, took part in this Sankirtan movement, and pushed back the influence of Chandkazi's attempt to stop the Sankirtan movement. Now, if you read that, that's a beautiful pastime coming up from the Chaitanya Bhagavat. It's also mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat. It is 746 verses. Chaitanya Charitamrita, I think there's only 100 and some verses. But in both cases, you get see how Lord Chaitanya, when his movement were going to be stopped, he personally got involved and turned the whole thing around. And that's Lord Chaitanya. So what he's doing now is empowering his devotees to do the same thing through this ISKCON society, Harinam Sankirtan, which is the way to push back this demonic influence. Also going back to Vedic culture and proper etiquette, behavior, culture, cow protection, simple living, Varnashram, all of these is Lord Chaitanya's plan to bring the world back. As he said, as Prabhupada said, the world is in a very precarious situation because the demons are everywhere. But he said, Lord Chaitanya will protect the devotees, and that is our service to somehow or other assist Lord Chaitanya in bringing back what is called Sanatan Dharma. So what we're reading looks like something that happened 500 and some years ago, but it's also happening today. As Prabhupada said, people are being saved, protected, and maintained by this Hare Krishna movement. That's a fact. Thousands of followers, especially Western youths, are taking part. And Prabhupada said, there are so many letters, hundreds and thousands of letters, and that's a fact from all angles, showing how people have come to this movement and their life has become happy and free from the influence of the present demoniac civilization. So here, this was predicted here as the Lord Chaitanya's birth chart is being read, and that he will protect. He is called Vishwambar, one who protects not only the world, but the entire universe. Vishwambara means, Vishwam refers to universe. One who, or it says here, one who feeds the entire world. What is he feeding him with? Transcendental knowledge, transcendental activities. Okay, so this is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is Namo Mahavadanaaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namadi Gauda Triste Namaha. In this age, the prominent incarnation of the Supreme Lord, Personality of Godhead, is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is manifested as Namo Mahavadanaaya, most magnanimous, most merciful. He doesn't kill the demons. He kills them. He kills the mentality of the demons through the Sankirtan movement and through the teachings of Sanatan Dharma, which are illustrated mostly through Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Such a wonderful explanation of this present age and how the demons are working and what is their mentality. Yeah, thank you so much. And Lord Chaitanya gave us this wonderful process of devotional service, which we are following through in the guidance of Srila Prabhupada and Your Holiness. So we are very fortunate. Thank you
Not
so much.
only you're following it, but you're protected from the outside influence of demoniac culture if you stay within the confines of Lord Chaitanya's movement, especially chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It's not that we simply chant our 16 rounds and put our beads on the hook and forget about it till the next day. Just like now in here in Mayapur, for the next 5 days, we're having Sankirtan 24, not 24 hours, but at least 12 hours a day in the temple. This is the Maha Sankirtan uh, Kirtan program, and thousands of devotees are taking part in this Kirtan. This Kirtan, when it's done purely, is located in one place, but it affects the entire world in a positive way. Everyone benefits. So when you do kirtan, you're not only helping yourself or protecting yourself, elevating yourself, but you're actually affecting the entire world. That's how powerful kirtan is. It is the means in this age. Okay.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Dear devotees, any questions or comments or realizations, you can please go ahead. Turn on your cameras if possible. Thank you. Divya Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to assembled devotees. Guru Maharaj, thank you so much for your class. Just wanted to, my mind was going on one point when you uh, made it clear that how we are all engaged in the sense gratification, and we every day think that if I get this, I'll become rich, and then if I get this, I'll become rich. And how you mentioned that Vedas are there to help us understand. I'm just thinking, Guru Maharaj, that we do certain activities here in UK just to make sure that okay, we collect some funds for the temple. I remember when TOVP devotees came, it was so difficult for us to arrange the funds for them so that they can build up the temple, because people are not reading the Vedas. It becomes more difficult for the devotees here to get the donation from them because there's no proper Brahmins here that people are doing some sacrifice or giving the donation. Everything is digital in Kali Yuga. Our money is going into a digital form in the bank accounts. We are using digital phones and watches to just pay the money or pay our bills. But how can we help the people to give that donation and charities, and to make them understand that this money is not helping us to make more rich, and we are not actually using it for the sense gratification. It's actually stored in a bank account. So people are I've seen when I moved to this country, in UK, people are getting less, especially in our area, we're getting less oriented towards doing charity and donation until and unless we read the Gita, or our parents will tell us. Because I remember when I got married, my mother-in-law straight away said that, okay, this percentage of your salary will go to will be given to the donation every month. So I remember, because we are from Krishna conscious background, so it helps us. But until and unless we read the Vedas or somebody will tell other people, then how they can, you know, get that donation out from their monthly income. Thank you.
Well, I'm not a fundraiser, but the best donation is for people to engage in devotional service in some capacity. And of course, giving in charity should be done. It says if one gives in charity to a qualified Brahmana, to an ordinary Brahmana, it comes back in the next life, double. Comes to a qualified Brahmana, and it comes back 10 times. Comes to a Veda Partha Brahmana, one who is fixed in practicing Vedic knowledge, it comes back hundreds of times. And one who gives it to a pure Brahmana, then that money comes back unlimitedly. So one has to know how to give in charity and not just give in charity. So one should know. Therefore, one should carefully see how one can benefit the propagation of religious principles in the world. So we have many programs that are being instituted to collect funds in order to build the Krishna conscious movement as it spreads, building temples, writing books, publishing books, distributing books. What else? Creating schools for children, creating farm communities. All this requires finance. And so anyone who can contribute to something that will be beneficial for others, giving in charity in an ordinary way, such as feeding the poor, clothing the needy, like that, housing people like that, it has some benefit, but that type of charity doesn't have any long-term effect. Because when you feed someone, they're hungry 4 or 5 hours later anyway. So real charity is just like we have the example of Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. They were both forcibly employed by the Islamic government. They were ministers. And they had amassed a great amount of wealth, and then they retired from that government. And Rupa Goswami had 2 boatloads of gold coins. So what did he do? He divided it in half and gave 50% of the gold coins to propagate religious principles in the world. He took the other 50% and divided it in half. He took 25% and put it in a banking system for emergencies, and the other 25% he used for daily expenses, like that. So Prabhupada has taught us through Rupa Goswami's example and the examples of others how to use your funds like that. So it's a science, and there's a lot of cheating organizations out there that call themselves charity. So you have to be careful. Make sure you give to something that will propagate religious principles or benefit the world in terms of bringing about, a change for the good. So that giving in charity, one should very carefully think how best to do that. Given to the TOVP, very good, obviously. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
But the
Thank
best charity is become a devotee. And you can give yourself, and that's the highest form of charity.
Thank you, Maharaj. We have a question on chat by Rishabh Prabhu. He's asking, Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev and Vaishnavas. Gurudev, in BG 4.11, Bhagavad Gita 4.11, Krishna says to Arjuna, as someone surrenders unto me, I reward them according. Then he says, everyone follows my path in all respect, O son of Pratha. So how are the demons who are working against Krishna following his path?
They're following the path of the external energy, which is also Krishna's path. Everything is Krishna's path because he creates both the material and the spiritual. So some choose the material and some choose the spiritual. And when people follow the material path, it generally goes down, and becomes even more degraded and ultimately demoniac. So that's there for those who choose that particular way of life. That's demoniac, that's selfish, that is based on, exploitation. Following the spiritual path is based on doing good to others and doing good to oneself also. Now you can choose. There's nothing outside of Krishna. So everything in one sense is his path because he is the inaugurator of everything. It says Ishwara Parama Krishna Sat-Chit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Ade Govinda Sarva Karna Karnam. He is the cause of all causes.
He's asking, so after a while following the material energy, you come to Krishna again?
If you go to that, but if you continue to commit sinful activities, Krishna says in that same chapter in the Bhagavad Gita, he casts these lower living entities into demoniac species of life, life after life after life. And they continue to go down. Prabhupada did say that ultimately everyone will go back home, back to Godhead, but how that happens, it's not explained so clearly, so easily. Ultimately, Krishna kills the demons, and if they're killed by the material energy, they're forced into another demoniac species of life next birth. If they're killed directly by Krishna, they get liberation, then they get elevated.
Thank you, Maharaj. Manisha Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for such a wonderful class. Maharaj, I wanted to know if someone wants to engage more in devotion, but their works prevents them. So what should they do?
If one wants to work more in devotion and
Yes, Maharaj, but their work prevents them, stops them
I didn't
because
hear
of lot of.
I didn't hear those last few words.
If someone wants to engage more in devotion, but Hare Krishna, I'm able to.
Yes,
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna.
continue.
You're
Okay.
talking very fast. When you talk fast, the words become inaudible for me to hear.
Okay. If someone wants to engage more in devotion, but their works prevents them, so what should they do?
Give up that work. Simple as that. Devotional service is the purpose of life because we are spiritual beings. We're not material beings. Anything that blocks you from your relationship with Krishna, get rid of it. Stop it. What can we say? You can't serve two masters. Try to serve two masters who are completely opposite from each other. You won't be able to serve either one. Stop buying into the external energy and focus on the spiritual. That's all.
Okay.
Many of the questions I get are trying to justify one's material attachments and then at the same time become Krishna conscious. Forget it. Forget it. You can't somehow or other patronize the idea of material attachments and at the same time become Krishna conscious. We're not saying you can't take care of your body, and if you have a family, that's also. But everything has to be done according to religious principles. Not simply just do it because you need to do it and you do it whatever way you think is the right way. There's a way to use the material so it doesn't bring you down. It helps you to become more connected to Krishna consciousness. So if your material life is not supporting your Krishna consciousness, get rid of it or change it to make it supportive. That's all.
Okay, Maharaj, but actually it is like that. I wish to attend your classes. I wish to attend your classes attentively, but I'm not because at that time I'm in the office.
Okay.
So I'm a, so
Turn the office into a Zoom call. or take a break during that time from office work and just connect. What can I say? What What do you want me to do? Do some magic and all of a sudden everything changes? No. You gotta
No.
you gotta use your intelligence to how to get out of your quandary. They say,
Okay, Maharaj.
there's an old saying, if you accept the material over the spiritual, you lose both. If you accept this material over this, because the material is temporary anyway, you're bound to lose it anyway. So
Okay.
arrange your life in such a way, if you want to become more involved in Krishna consciousness, change your material schedule so you can facilitate that. Anyway, you're a young lady. Why are you working in an office? You should be living in the temple and doing devotional service, worshiping the deity, chanting, dancing. Don't think Krishna will. You don't have any expenses. You just have to take care of your personal needs. Krishna will do that if you just stay in the temple and do full-time service. Haribol. Yeah,
Okay, Maharaj, I will try to
Krishna
go for a
says,
job.
anyone who surrenders to me, I take care of them completely, not only spiritually, but he will make sure whatever you need to live happily and what we say nicely will be also provided by Krishna. There's a story of Magrari the hunter. Magrari the hunter, you know the story? Magrari was a very vicious hunter, and he was killing animals half. He would shoot them and they wouldn't die, but they would just suffer. And then they would suffer so much, eventually they would die. And he would get great pleasure out of that. So Narada Muni and Parvat Muni came along and saw this hunter. Narada became concerned. And he said to the hunter, if you're going to kill the animals, kill them completely. Why are you killing them half? They're suffering tremendously in pain. He said, well, that's my tradition. I was brought up that way, and that's what my father did, and that's what his father did. So I'm doing the same thing. And this is how we live. This is our livelihood. So Narada Muni was able to show him his future. And he showed him that all of these animals that he was half killing would come back and kill him life after life in different bodies. He became frightened when he saw his future. He surrendered to Narada. He said, what can I do? Narada said, break your bow. He was hesitant. Break my bow? How am I going to live? Narada said, break your bow. He had faith, so he broke his bow. Narada said, now you stay here and you chant the holy names of the Lord, and everything will be provided for you. And so he was thinking, I'm going to just sit here and just chant, and everything will come. But Narada left, and that's what he did. After some time, people were coming. Oh, there's that hunter devotee. He was given mercy by Narada Muni. So they start bringing food. They start bringing all of them. That he was getting more than he actually needed. And then he was living nicely. He was providing for his family also. And he had given up his occupation because he surrendered to the pure devotee spiritual master and followed it, although it was difficult for him to follow. But he did it. And then one Narada came back, and that Magrari saw Narada come. He was going to run and pay his obeisances to Narada, but he looked on the ground, and he saw there were ants on the ground. So he was taking his cloth and pushing the ants aside without killing them. And Parvat Muni said, "What did you do to him now?" It's like before he was killing animals, now he won't even kill a little ant. So that's what happens when you become a devotee. You develop all good qualities, and you feel for the happiness and safety of all other living entities. So don't worry if you give up your job and join the temple. You think Krishna won't take care of you? Plus, you'll have association of devotees. You'll get nice prasadam, and you'll get things to do. And you can even serve the Lord according to how you want to serve. You can tell, I want to serve like this. I want to serve like that.
Haribol!
You see, Sri Devi, she did that. She was in Maya. Now she's out. Now she's laughing because now she knows that what I'm saying is an absolute principle. Because, and there are many other pastimes of the Lord. That those who have given up their material life and taken the spiritual life became fully blossoming in their life, happy, satisfied, and free from anxiety. So if you want to work, but if your work interferes with your spiritual life, then change it or stop it. All right, just live indoor, and then I'll tell the devotees to come, and every once in a while they'll give you something to eat, and then you can just worship full time. I'll tell Somesh and all of the devotees in indoor. Manisha now has given up her material attachments. Now she needs something to eat. You can live at your house where you are, and they'll bring you something all the time. I'll tell them, and they'll do it. Don't worry. And Shakshi, she can join you also. And you guys will be happy. You can write more poetry instead of, sitting in front of a computer trying to make money for some demoniac corporation.
Guru Maharaj, you're creating a spiritual revolution and making spiritual revolutionaries. Haribol!
Yeah, just like McGrary gave up his occupation, and Menara guaranteed that everything will happen. I'll also guarantee. And if they don't give you, just call me up and I'll send you a parcel of prasadam every once in a while to keep you going. Then you can,
Thank you, Maharaj.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for so much mercy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, Krishna consciousness can't wait. When Prabhupada heard from his spiritual master, when he met Bhakti Siddhanta, the first thing Bhakti Siddhanta told him, you're an intelligent young man, you take the Sanatana Dharma, Lord Chaitanya's movement, to the Western world. Prabhupada said, we are a dependent nation. We are under the influence of British. We need Swaraj. We need independence first. Then people will listen to our message. Bhakti Siddhanta completely rejected that. He said the spiritual Krishna conscious movement cannot wait. Not dependent on this political situation, this material situation, that material situation. It's the need of the time. And that's true for each and every living entity in this world. People are suffering like crazy nowadays. I mean, really suffering. We might not see it, but it is really bad out there. People are so sick. 60% of the United States is undergoing really health challenges, and the rest of the world also. People are lost, and they're searching, they're looking. We're making devotees left and right as time goes on now. Temples are opening, books are going out, programs are going out, and people are coming and taking shelter of our movement. But that's just a small percentage of the people out there. So if we can't be an example for what we teach, then how can we help others? If we're in Maya, we're taking shelter of Maya as the means for our livelihood. But Krishna says, what does he say? Bhoktaram yagya tapasam, I am Bhokta. I'm the supreme enjoyer. I'm the controller. I'm the maintainer. I'm the provider. I'm the protector. You surrender unto me. Everything you need in life will become given to you easily. But we have no faith. We don't think, oh, Krishna's just talking. He talks too much, but those who take his words and then take some time and actually execute his words according to the directions given by the acharyas, by the spiritual teachers, they benefit.
Thank you, Maharaj. Such a
Bhakti True Maharaj, the guru in your area, he said, why are devotees working for the non-devotee businesses, corporations like that? We're putting our money back into the same thing, and we're supporting the material society. We don't want to support the material society. We want to support a society that is transcendental, spiritual.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Yeah,
Giving.
we have the example of Srivas Thakur. Lord Chaitanya said to Srivas was one of his intimate associates. Srivas was a grihastha. He had a large family. Lord Chaitanya said to him, Srivas, you don't do any occupation. You don't earn any livelihood. How do you live? How do you maintain your family? Srivas went like this, clapped his hands 3 times. That was his response to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya said, what does that mean? And then Srivas said, well, if Krishna doesn't feed me one day, Krishna doesn't feed me and my family 2 days, Krishna doesn't take care of us for 3 days, I jump into the Ganges and drown myself. When Lord Chaitanya heard that, he became so happy. He roared, the whole universe shook. He said to Srivas, even if the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, has to go from door to door with a begging bowl, still there'll be food in your house. So what is he saying? If you have faith and you engage in devotional service, Krishna will take care of you. Don't worry. He's taking care of the non-devotees. He'll take care of the devotees too.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for giving me so many instructions today. So
Think about it. Krishna will take. If we don't have faith in Krishna, who are we going to have faith in? He says, Sarvadharma, surrender to me, I'll take care of you. So for you, you're a young girl, you don't have any real economic overload. You can just join the temple. Or stop working and then try to do more and more devotional service. That's all. You're situated right next to one of the most powerful temples in ISKCON, the Ujjain temple. That place is powerful. Everything is there. And you can find services there easy. You can find services in Indore. So many things to do.
yes, Maharaj.
Thank
Your
you.
yeses are not very enthusiastic.
No, Maharaj, it is not like that.
Mataji is
I will
saying-
try.
I'm
I will
talking
try
to
to do it.
I'm talking to Shakshi too, both of you, because you're both in the same situation. I'm speaking for your benefit.
is the
Yes,
most
Maharaj.
beautiful experience to live in a temple, wake up early for Mangalarti, chant with the devotees, do Guru Puja, listen to all the beautiful artis, classes. This is an experience that will enrich you for life. I promise you, you'll never regret it.
Yeah. If you need some place to live, let me know and I'll contact the devotees and they'll get you a place to live. If you can't live in the temple, you can live nearby. Elena
Okay,
too.
Maharaj.
Elena, she needs to do the same thing too.
Hare
Why do why do we live
Maharaj.
out why do we live outside working for the non-devotees? It's just suicide, waste of time, energy. If you're married with a family, I wouldn't be speaking like this. But if you're single, what what economic responsibilities you have? Very little, hardly anything. Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Yes, Maharaj. I will definitely try.
You can speak to Sri Devi on a personal level, not on the call. And she'll give you some practical advice.
Okay, Maharaj.
You can talk from experience and from her own service to other devotees who are in the same situation. Mhm. Okay,
Thank you,
more
Maharaj.
questions.
Okay, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay.
Sridevi Mataji.
You can take Elenia. I can
Yeah.
wait.
Okay, Eleni.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, in this time, my situation changed, and I have a question in relation in the topic of this lesson. In which mood we understand what we're doing, also in material stuff. It's a devotional service. I mean, in my situation right now, I am updating you in email. I'm enter in Grihastha ashram because I have a relationship, and we try to survive all in this material world. And I do in this last month a beautiful work I like a lot because I sharing Krishna consciousness. I take care to all the people, and I make a program to these old people. We read together Bhagavad Gita and discussion in spiritual stuff.
Bene,
But
bene.
okay, but it's enough. I mean, in which mood we understand what we're doing, it's devotional service. Because if the situation in work, you feeling, you doing something very good for the other soul and for yourself, because you feeling in the right place in work, but around you the situation it's hard, maybe it's not enough.
Yes, take more shelter of devotees
Mm-hmm.
and make sure you keep good sadhana.
Mm-hmm.
Sadhana means early, first thing. Not sadhana doesn't mean in the middle of the day. It means the first thing you do in the morning.
Yeah.
Hearing, chanting, go to the temple, take part in the programs, eat only prasadam.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, if your husband he's working, and he can provide something, but live simply. Don't try to live with a lot of material things. Just live with according to what you need. Our happiness comes from Krishna consciousness, not so many about how many things we have. Things can't give you happiness. They give you some false sense of security, but happiness comes from the heart. When the heart is engaged in devotional service, the soul sits on the heart and the heart becomes happy. Because devotional service is susukham, it is the means for achieving happiness because it's connected directly with the Supreme Lord. So live simply and give your time for devotional activities.
And live next to the temple help a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, moto.
Mm-mm. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Sridevi
Thank
Mataji.
you, Hare Krishna. Best wishes.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. In the beginning of the lecture, or somewhere in between, actually, Maharaj, you spoke about, the holy name and the kirtan, and how this powerful vibration is impacting the whole world, even though it may take place in one corner somewhere. So, on that note, I wanted to just share that today we had the good fortune to visit the place called Fulia, where Srila Haridas Thakur was doing his bhajan. He had his bhajan kutir in actually the cave where he was chanting, and then that snake, left that place because a great soul had come there. So that place is so powerful because of the presence of Haridas Thakur that spontaneously we just began chanting. We started doing kirtan. His Holiness Bhakti Vigna Vinasha Narasimha Swami was there, and he gave a powerful talk on the religious practices of Haridas Thakur, his deliverance of that Laksha Hira, how she became a pure devotee, and all of us were just galvanized into, a higher level of chanting just by visiting that place. Now, a very astonishing thing happened. As we were all preparing to leave, the priest from that Haridas Thakur Mandir, he comes up to me and he says, "This prasadam is Haridas Thakur's prasadam. This prasadam is Haridas Thakur's prasadam. Give it to your spiritual master." And he said that twice. So
Well,
I was thinking,
yeah, because I'm worshiping Haridas. I have him right here. I've been worshiping him for the last 14 years.
yes, Guru Maharaj.
So, he's a great soul. So within the heart, he could understand. So I thank him very much for his mercy. And I thank you for being there to receive the mercy.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Tomorrow, when you come to give the class in the morning, I will be happy to hand over to you.
Okay, there's a class tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. for devotees who don't know about it. Do you know about that class?
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah, I shared with the devotees. I'll share it again today.
6:30 a.m. That's IST, that's Indian Standard Time. So then you have to adjust accordingly. For those who are in the UK, that's 1 o'clock in the morning. if you can't sleep, so to tune in. For those who are in the US, you'll be able to do it because it'll be somewhere in the evening on the day before.
Yes, Maharaj.
It'll be tonight, right?
Yes, Maharaj. Yes.
Yeah, so the US is in good shape. The UK is not. India is, but give up a little sleep, turn it on. I'm only speaking for 45 minutes. That's all. Then you can go back to sleep.
Guru Maharaj, you'll be coming to the Samadhi auditorium for giving the talk?
No, I'm going to be sitting in my room in front of my computer.
It's
It's an
online.
It's an online class.
Okay.
Lokanath Swami did it this morning, and there's a series of lecturers coming up for the next 4 days after me.
Yeah, I'll share again today, Maharaj. Thank you. There is a question on chat by Sneha Mataji. She's asking, Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. When we come to the path of devotion and still face suffering in life, it can be difficult to understand whether it is due to our past karma or a test from the Maya Devi.
What is the question?
She want to understand whether the difficulties coming after coming into the devotion, it is due to our past karma or a test from the Maya Devi.
Neither one. It's just purification, that's all. You're getting purified. In other words, whatever material desires and material attachments, material vision, everything is being changed. Your conditioned nature is now undergoing a change, and you're starting developing the proper. It's just like boil. You put the butter on the fire to make ghee. The impurities come to the top. So these impurities are our attachments, our desires, our material conceptions, material activities, material way of thinking. So get rid of that by not giving it any attention. Just focus on Krishna consciousness. All these things will eventually become less and finally pass. Some of it is due to past karma. That actually what I'm saying is it's due to past karma, that's for sure. But that karma is being purified like that. And you're only getting a small, tiny token of what you would normally get if you were to stay in a material energy and have to reap the results of your karma. When you come to Krishna consciousness, you may have what is called parabdha karma. There's some attachments there, some unfructified karma that's now coming out and eventually will be gone. So don't get discouraged, just stay in Krishna consciousness and don't focus on what's happening, but focus on Krishna. That's all. Tolerate any disturbances and continue to go on. That's all. If you do that, it'll all pass in due course of time. And just like the churning of the milk ocean, you read it in the eighth canto of Bhagavatam. Before they could get the nectar, all the poison had to come out first. That's analogous to the purification process. Before we can get the nectar of Krishna consciousness, we have to get purified from our previous contaminations and material desires that are still there, and maybe not always in a visible form, but they're there within the consciousness, within the heart. So if you read that pastime, you'll see how finally, when all the poison was out, then the nectar came. So the nectar is there, but first the poison has to get out. And the faster and the easiest and fastest way is just keep chanting Hare Krishna. And that will bring out this poison faster and get rid of it. Purify yourself through the process of Harinam Sankirtan. Never get discouraged by what's happening, and it may appear to be negative, but it's not. It's just like when you undergo an operation by a doctor, there might have to be some suffering during the operation, but it's all due to uprooting the disease. And once the disease is gone, the patient is cured and happy. So material life is a disease. It's a big disease because it just relegates us to all kinds of difficulties. That's all. Unnecessarily. We have somehow or other, we just have to tolerate the process of purification. After a while, it becomes nice and easy, and everything is wonderful. But we're all on the path at different levels. Some of us are on one level, some of us are on another level. Everybody's making progress as long as they stay engaged in devotional service. Never get discouraged.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. And we have a comment. Actually, Mohanasni Radha Mataji, she is asking blessings. Dear Guru Maharaj, dear God family, with joyful hearts, we are delighted to share that on Friday, February 14th, we stepped into the Grihastha Ashram. Your kind blessings for our family would mean so much to us. With love and gratitude, Mohanasni Radha and Julian with Saraswati.
Oh, good. Congratulations. I was thinking that as soon as you do that, your spiritual life will become stable and progressive. So that's very good. And I also know the personality who you accepted as your husband, very nice man, very serious in his spiritual life. Best wishes, and I hope to see you in May when I come to Nusimhachala in Germany for the 5-day Nishringadev festival, starting on the 7th of May to the 11th of May. Those of you who really want to experience Lord Nishringadev in the most magnanimous way, this festival is the best in the world, without a doubt. 5 days of honoring Lord Nishringadev, culminating on his appearance day on the 11th. So Mohanasini, she lives right there, next door to that area. So we'll see you then.
Thank you, Maharaj.
And make sure I get a place to stay like you did last year. And I'll be bringing some devotees with me. So it's the most amazing festival. I mean, you can't find anything like that in the world unless you go to certain Nishringa temples in South India. But this place is just, it's the most amazing. Beautiful, beautiful deity. So many different ceremonies honoring Lord Nishringadev. It's powerful. Maybe as we get closer to the date, I'll show a video online. We can do it for one day during the class of the opening of the Nishringadev temple in 1982, September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, 1982. It's the most powerful video. It shows how they welcomed the Lord, did all of the different pujas, and there was a huge festival surrounding that 3-day time period. So since then, they've been doing big festivals, and the Nishringa, the devotees there, they are very much versed in Lord Nishringadev's services, the different yagyas that centered around Lord Nishringadev. Some of them you won't even know or even recognize. They're part of the Vedas, of course. So, and Lord Nishringadev is the deity for the age. Him and Lord Chaitanya are working side by side. Nishringadev is killing the demons. Lord Chaitanya is opening up the path for Harinam Sankirtan. So, in this age, we worship Nishringadev. Sri Nishringha, Jaya Nishringha, Jai Jai Sri Nishringha, Paladadesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam, Ugram Viryam Mahavishnu, Jwalantam Sarvatom Mukham, Nishringa Bishinam Bhadram Mityam Mityam Namamyaham.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you.
Everyone should worship Lord Nishringadev, especially in this age.
Yeah.
Pray for his mercy. He gives protection against the demoniac, and he also opens up the path to bhakti.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations, Mohanasini.
Sakshi Mataji, you have a question?
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you, and Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I was wondering what are the different ways Vaishnava, when encounters with a demon, deals with a demon?
Just avoid them.
Okay.
Yeah, devotees avoid such personalities. Stay far away.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Mhm.
Dear devotees, any more questions or comments? Vrindavanath Prabhu? Yeah, please go ahead. Prabhuji, we can, yeah.
Thanks, Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, you mentioned about the demonic power in this world, but I really seek your blessing so can overcome the demonic propensity inside our heart, because really want to focus more on uninterrupted and unmotivated devotional service bhakti. So really, I think that's the most important thing for us to move forward.
Okay, there's a prayer that's perfectly in line with your statement. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasringhaya Namasteja Tejase Avirbhava Rajanaka Rajadamstra Kamasayan Radaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuyasta Om Shram. Turn to Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 18th chapter, verse number 8. 5:18:8. Mhm. 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 The residents of Jambudweep offer prayers is the name of the chapter.
Yes, Maharaj, I
Beautiful,
got it. Yeah.
beautiful prayer. And it's in line with your, yeah. Let's all chant it together. You can all chant together. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namasteja Tejase Avirbhava Rajanaka Rajadamstra Karmasayan Radaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuyasta Om Shram. Now here's the answer to your question in the translation. Someone read.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Narasimhadeva, the source of all power. O my Lord, who possess nails and teeth just like thunderbolts, kindly vanquish our demon-like desires for fruitive activity in this material world. Please appear in our hearts and drive away our ignorance, so that by your mercy we may become fearless in the struggle for existence in this material world.
So this prayer is offered by Prahlad Maharaj. Now, and so those demon-like desires which sit in our heart can be destroyed by the mercy of the Lord. When we pray for the Lord, please appear in our hearts and drive away our ignorance. Yeah, that's a prayer I chant every day. Every day. That's a recommended prayer, and I think devotees should also chant. Just remember 5:18:8 Srimad Bhagavatam.
Thank you, Maharaj. This is really powerful and very helpful. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Prayer is very powerful.
Okay. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Maharaj, can we do some chanting? There are no more questions.
Actually, I have to leave.
Okay.
But if you want, I'll chat one round with you just to get you going, if you
Yes.
want. But I have to leave because I have to go to the temple soon.
Yes,
All right, I'll be back with my beads.
thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Mara. Such a wonderful class and nice discussion. And thank you, everyone, for joining. Tomorrow we'll again meet with Srimad Bhagavatam class. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Thank you so much.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Very well. Can you take me to the temple? About 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, just come right inside. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, can anybody lead chanting? Unmute us, unmute and softly chant. I'm not able to do that. That's why I'm asking. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
I
Hare.
cannot do it if you cannot.
Yeah, please
I
go
can
on.
do it if you can not.
I can do for one round, for a few minutes.
Okay.
That's
Okay. You can do it and then afterwards I mean.
okay, Mother. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna